It's tough learning to do your job right. My foreman wants to get rid of me because he said, well, I'm going to put you over there opening these lungs, and if you can't do that job, out the door you're going to go. Those lungs, you know, they have all these little holes that you have to cut open. We have this one supervisor that always says, I can train anybody off the street. But when you ask him about training somebody on some of the jobs, you'll get a completely different answer. He'll say, oh no, I couldn't put so-and-so on that job because they don't know how to do it. If it wasn't for the skilled help showing me everything, I probably would never make it. Just about every week, it seems they switch us from one job to another. You just have to go wherever they tell you. Good thing is, Roosevelt said, they have to pay us so much an hour, but they still don't do it.
Cord off the liver, slice the liver, taking that, 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 slice the liver, taking that. Cord off the liver, slice the liver, taking that, 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 slice the liver.
A lot of us are getting tired of working for nothing and trying to raise a family. No seniority, you might say. No maternity benefits either. If they have the goods on you, you don't have anybody to protect you or anything. So we decided the only way was to unionize. Individual people can't go and talk to the company. That's when we pinned our steward badges on and went in and started organizing. We instructed all our people what was organizing, not to say a word on the job. We'd catch them during dinner hour, lunch period, or if it happened to be in the restroom at what they call the gang out period. One guy they claimed was talking on the job. They fired him. So we sent word down that at 3 o'clock everybody's supposed to leave the job and go on out, up on the hill. And I looked out the window and I could see them already walking out.
Cord off the liver, slice the liver, taking that, 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 slice the liver, taking that. Cord off the liver, slice the liver, taking that, 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 slice the liver, taking that.
See, there are different jobs for men and women. The Kill, for instance, has both men and women working over there, and the work is altogether different. When I went over there to work, I didn't realize how much harder those women have to work than on our side.
Slice the liver, taking that, slice the liver, taking that. Cord off the liver, slice the liver, taking that, slice the liver. See? 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 See?
Every time the union gets a pay raise, the company just turns up the chain speeds a little more and cuts more workers out. They never allow the time to break anybody in. When it does slow down, though, you can work an hour on the job and they'll come down and tell us. But the dexterity of the women, I think, is the main reason why they put the women in a lot of these areas that we consider a woman's job, especially because of the dexterity of your fingers. And boy, I really have worked hard. I was taught that you don't ever quit a job. You always have to work. And sometimes I come home at night and I cry to my mom, "Mother, I can't do this job." And she always says, "You can do anything for $2.42 an hour." One thing I guess I'd tell all the young workers today is to stick together. Look out for your fellow worker, especially the little guy below you. We all had to start somewhere. One thing too is to make sure that you know what's going on and that everyone's represented. One thing we used to always say is, don't let one person or two people look like the monkey. Put the monkey on everybody's back.